Hey everybody, Tony Johnson here, Customer Experience Leader. Welcome to your Monday, and wait for it, the Great Service Comeback. So, today I was actually watching the news this morning, and here's a blast from the past for those of you who may love the movie Birdcage. Nathan Lane was on this morning, I think it was on Good Morning America, and he was talking about some new roles that he's taking on, but he actually started talking about his role in the Birdcage. And again, it was 24 years ago that movie came out. And I thought, great movie. If you're looking for something binge-worthy, something to, take your mind off of things and kill a little bit of time tonight, dial up the Birdcage. It's a great movie, really funny. The late, great Robin Williams is in there, and he is a straight man to Nathan Lane's sort of tour de force performance in that movie. But one of the things that it struck me as I was watching the interview was how old that movie is and how well it's weathered, but also how important delivering a great show was to Robin Williams' character. And they talked about it constantly throughout the auditions and some of the rehearsals they were doing as a part of the movie. And I thought, you know what? It's a great tee-up for how important a great performance, a great service, a great show is to those that we serve every single day. So this morning I was actually also on a call with the Lakeland Chamber of Commerce and the Lakeland City Government, and they were actually talking about how, really most places are thinking a lot about how we're going to start to reopen, responsibly and slowly and methodically. But, people are sick of being cooped up. People are ready to get back to work. There's a lot on the line here with the economy in the U.S. And I think, again, the Great Service Comeback is very much about how do we do that with gusto and how do we do that well. The other thing I saw today, kudos and a shout out to Shake Shack. I think there's been a lot of hubbub going around on the internet. And, today they were talking again about, the next stimulus package coming out of the federal government. And kudos to Shake Shack for, I guess, deciding to give back some of the loan money they've got, because there's been a lot of hubbub out there about large companies versus small companies, the Paycheck Protection Act, all those kind of things. So again, Danny Meyer and company, the CEO of Shake Shack, nicely done there doing the right thing. But let's jump into today's content and talk about the amazing pieces I want to walk through today with you. So first, think about this shifting mindset. Because when I think about, what it's going to mean to come back out into the new normal and what that's going to look like, I do believe that there is going to be some very high stakes on service. When you think about the kindness, the empathy, the patience that everybody's been showing, the rules people have been, smoothing out and making it a little bit easier for folks, people are not going to want that to go away. People are absolutely going to want to see the same level of care, this same customer first philosophy, this same level of empathy and kindness that they're getting very used to now, really push forward into whatever our service marketplace is going to look like. So just know how important that's going to be. And also, I know people love to throw around the phrase customer centricity. It sounds so important. But the thing about, being customer centric is making sure that customers always feel valued and like they're very important. And so when we think about personalizing service, again, something that never goes out of style and probably now more than ever is going to be what folks are looking for. So when we think about what it means to really personalize service, I have to tell you, it's the basics. If you think about why companies like Starbucks have done so well over the years, it's because that's that personal touch. They're willing to customize. I go into my local Starbucks, or at least I used to, and I love the fact that they only knew two things in the world about me. They knew my name, and they knew what I like to drink. So they were like, hey, Tony, can we get you that venti dark roast with no room for cream that you love? And, oh, by the way, we've got chocolate on the menu. Would you like some of that? And the fact that they knew me well enough to make those suggestions, I think, was a really big deal. And that was a very small piece of personalized service that, to me, meant the world to me. And so when customers, when guests, when people realize, my gosh, this business really has taken the time, to get to know me, taking the time to know my preferences, taking the time to, ask for my feedback and get better. All of these pieces of personalized service, they sow the seeds of loyalty. And I know that those may sound like basic pieces, but if you think about how few businesses really take the time to do that, I think you will find that it is a fantastic and not so hard way to really drive these things that are going to really stimulate great loyalty. And again, it's the kind of service that people are going to tell their friends about, great word of mouth. They're going to want to come back again and again and bring their family with them. That's the kind of service kung fu we're all shooting for out there. And so when I think about how we bring that to life, this is where I want to help. So as you think about coming back into the marketplace, as you think about what's going to be next, The challenge is to connect all of these big concepts like customer centricity and personalization to the very training, to the very service model, to the very processes you want to deliver for your guests, your customers, your consumers every single day. And that's where I want to help. This is what I've done for a living. I've done it for many, many years, and I really want to help you and your organization succeed. So drop me a line. Visit my website at igniteyourservice.com/comeback. You can check me out at Customer Service Trainer and Speaker Tony Johnson on YouTube. I am happy to help. Give me a call. We can work together to come up with a customized training plan to really drive the most amazing results in your organization. But it does take work, it does take commitment, and it does take someone who has been there before. And I have led out of adversity my entire life, and I want to give it all to you. So reach out, let's work together. It's going to be fantastic. But also remember, I am here for you every day, live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about, wait for it again, the Great Service Comeback. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. And by the way, if you are a small business and if you did not get, in the next round or the last round of the Paycheck Protection Act, keep your ear to the ground, because Congress is most likely going to be putting another round of this out in the near future. Don't miss out on that, because it's a tremendous opportunity. So until next time, I'm Tony Johnson, your customer experience leader. Please like and share and subscribe so that you never miss a video, and I will talk to you soon.